Hi friends, today I will explain in detailed DEAF. So normally this is called DEF fund, Depositors Education Awareness Fund. So why this fund is required, so and how to claim from this fund, how to transfer the unclaimed deposit to this fund, so how to get the information about the unclaimed deposits, everything I'll explain today. So as per the Reserve Bank of India mandated that identify the unoperated, unclaimed deposits if there is no customer initiated transaction for more than 10 years. See, for example, we have two types of transactions. One is customer initiated transaction will be cash deposit, cash withdrawal, or fund transfer, close of the account, where customer directly will come to the branch or directly involved while doing the transaction. For example, charges collection from the bank. This is not a customer initiated transaction. Interest posting is not a customer initiated transaction. So there is no customer initiated transaction means cash deposit, cash withdrawal, fund transfer, closure or opening of the FD, getting the interest, coming to the branch and withdrawing the interest, all these will be considered as customer initiated transaction. In any account, these type of transactions were not done previously for the period of 10 years, then these accounts will be identified as a inoperative or unclaimed deposit. For example, it is a savings account, it will be called as inoperative account. If it is a current account, it will be called as an inoperative account. If it is a fixed deposit, this is called as unclaimed deposit. So whatever the credit balance, clearly I'm mentioning, whatever the credit balance available in those accounts, that should be transferred to a DEF fund, only credit balance. This is very important. You may ask in interviews, and you may get a examination question during your bank exam also. So what is the balance and what is the DEF account details? This screen is very important for the people appearing for the bank exams, or going for the interviews, or going for the promotion from one scale to another scale, or scale clerical to officer. So this DEF fund is maintained by Reserve Bank of India. This DEF is started in the year 2014. So what is the fund available in the DEF? As on February 2023, it is around 35,012 crores of fund is available in DEF. So this is collected from the different banks. These can be inoperative account, unclaimed deposits. So how many accounts are there in the DEF fund? 10 10.2524 crores of accounts has transferred from different organization to DEF fund. All these are important for your bank exam and interviews. So few words they used in DEF activities. So just I'm giving the brief explanation. Act means whatever the Banking Regulation Act. Bank means the bank uh, whom they'll transfer the money to the DEF. So fund means whatever the fund available in a DEF fund which was transferred from different banks. Effective date means, so when the DEF fund officially notified to banks. Principal amount means amount, interest, whatever the total amount and amount including interest which was transferred to bank to DEF fund is the principal amount. Amount due means credit balance in of any account or any deposit in a bank remaining inoperative for 10 years. This is the amount, and you see the example. See, for example, what happens when account goes for the overdue, what they'll do, some banks they'll stop uh, calculating interest on the balance. So that is amount due. But while transferring, you have to calculate the interest and you have to include the interest, then it should be transferred to DEF fund. So what are the different accounts can be transferred to DEF fund? Savings account, fixed deposit and term deposit, recurring deposit, credit balance, current deposits, other deposits. Some banks, they'll have different names for the FD. Whatever the credit balance, that should be sent to DEF. Credit balance in cash credit account, CCODs. So any loan account which has credit balance, normally loans will be debit balance. Customer paid excess amount while appropriation, credit balance is there in loan and which is not claimed by the depositor, then the credit amount should be transferred to DEF fund. Margin amount, normally banks will take a margin amount while issuing a letter of credit or bank guarantee. For example, customer wants 1 crore of letter of credit or bank guarantee, bank says 2% should be margin amount. 2% means 2 lakhs will be kept with the bank in a term deposit or fixed deposit form, so that this is for the margin amount. After BG expired or invoked, the customer has not claimed this margin amount for the 10 years, then it will be transferred to DEF fund. So classification and identification of account. So what are the different amounts? So normally what we'll do, while DD paid or issued, you will issue to non customers also. So if you issue a DD to a non customer for 50,000 and he has not submitted the DD and he has not come to the bank and cancel the DD, then these amounts, they'll bank will wait for 10 years. If there is no customer request, then these amount will be transferred to DEF. So and credit balance in the prepaid cards and any other accounts specified by the Reserve Bank of India time to time, and the credit balance is not claimed by any customer for more than 10 years, these amounts will be transferred to DEF fund. And while transferring, you have to calculate the interest, and that should be for the full month. You have to calculate and should be transferred to DEF fund. And preservation of records. So whatever the records, for example, you have identified some 50 to 100 accounts. Those accounts, if you are sending to DEF fund, all the details you have to note down, and you have to keep these documents minimum for the 5 years. Then these accounts should be transferred to DEF fund. Same way, if the customer approach you, then when you claim the funds from the RBI, then these details also you have to keep it properly. All the account details, customer details, when you are transferring from inoperative or unclaimed deposit to DEF fund, and if any claim is there, then you are getting funds from your DEF fund to a bank. All these things should be maintained, and you have to keep it in a contingent liability. So what are the role and responsibility of various department while identifying the inoperative or unclaimed deposit? So in core banking, while transferring these accounts credit balance to DEF fund, so all these accounts will be closed. So when you get a claim, then you can't credit to these accounts, because while sending money, all these accounts will be closed and transferred to pooling account. From pooling account, it will be transferred to RBI account through eKuber portal. But when claim comes, account is already closed. Then what you have to do? You have to create a new account, or you can give it to customer through NEFT, RTGS. He can transfer his claim amount to another bank also. So claim of funds. So while customer claims means bank has overdue deposits of some 1 lakh rupees. After 10 years, customer come back and he says, because of transfer, I have not used this deposit, I want a claim. Then you get a proper sanction from journal office, and this amount will be paid to customer. Then you will get the payment from the Reserve Bank of India, which was transferred to DEF fund. So what are the types of claims? One is like customer himself, he comes and asks for the claim. and in some cases customer has expired, then legal heirs or nominee can claim the funds. If it is an organization, so non-individual, if it is funds pertaining to joint partnership companies, then it should be claimed by the authorized signatories, or demand draft by the non-customers. Already we discussed, any non-customers also they can come and claim their unclaimed deposits or inoperative account credit balance. So settlement of the claim, yes, we have to create a separate head, and this should be transferred. If customer is interested, you can open a, if it is operative account, you can open a new account. If it is a fixed deposit, you can create a new account. If customer is not willing to open a new account, these amount can be transferred to customer willing account through DD, check, or NEFT, RTGS. And these accounts already closed in core banking, this will not be reopened. Rate of interest, so this will be very important, 3% simple interest rate for the overdue period. This will be changing time to time, so please verify. This is very important question. As of now, 3%, which is applicable from 11th May 2021. So authorized signatories, so while claim or while transferring to DEF, so branch operations person and finance person, inspection and audit department, they have to sign the proper documents. Information on the public domain. See, whatever the unclaimed deposits or inoperative accounts, banks had to publish and they have to keep the details in the public domain website. But they'll mention only name, few information only. Customer has to search and we'll have a find option. So any unclaimed or inoperative account credit balance is there, then he has to give the further details like which branch he was maintained, is there any proof, then only he get the claim from the bank. So in website you should not keep all the details, and there should be find option to customer search his inoperative and unclaimed deposits. Thank you friends. If you like my video, please comment, and please share my channel details with your friends also.